Dubrovka, but a couple of teams kind of changing where they are dropping in very central zone, especially towards Watertown and Roz. We have two teams in either town, and it's going to get quite interesting very quickly in these places.
Yeah, I mean,
Pachinki as well.
Ooh. Cheeky with the split. Top Dog actually is going to take the church tower, but it looks like Blue Esports is going to be the first one to pop off as Ari-chan gets knocked and found. An Infamous right now. Sharing compound with Death. See, reloading at SKS, picking up a mic.
We can hear the footsteps, see him now in the window as well, Namath. Just waiting for a peek onto Akkers, but looking again over towards Deathmore and Infamous. Deathmore, he's going to be expecting to push at any time now. But Infamous holding strong, just continue looting, just pretend, you know what, no one's here, it's absolutely fine. But Namath is going for the push inside the building.
Oh, nice jump there by Akkers. Is going to get Namath down. Namath landing just a little bit of damage, but that is a knock and a flush. Meanwhile, it looks like as well, Infamous starting to make that push as well onto Deathmore. Has been spotted, taking some damage down to 68, but hoping to find him out here. A nade is out. Will it land true? Bouncing right up into Deathmore. Kobe, he is going to get that knockdown as well. This is not looking good for Blue Esports.
Infamous going to be so proud of himself. Doesn't even have a helmet, just has a beautiful wizard hat, and actually ruining the helmet of Deathmore that he could have kept, but that's fine, Infamous. You do what you need to do, but all of a sudden, it's not looking good. Blue Esports.
He's instead realizing that Wicked needs to be the person that we take care of first, but he is found out instead by Akkers, and 6 feet under.
Oh no.
Oh no. Akkers accidentally.
Skax went to nade it at the same time.
Oh, I want to know.
Yeah, one eye open. They went on the chase for MHC boys. They wanted to see where they were going to go. Doobie getting a bit of damage onto CJ Ras, but struggling a bit in that water. Manages to get a headshot off, but none of the MHC boys are actually able to see Doobie at all. Zumar from one eye open, running as fast as he can to get over there, as well as J3 and Angelo coming from Gatka, but they are taking their time as so many teams start their rotations.
Yeah, Rio's trying to pull away from that US as he waited for that vehicle explosion to come. There it is from Doobie, but as Doobie continues to put onto this, we see the rest of them are coming in to finally lend a hand in these rotations now coming from around this area. But it is actually in Milta where our next fight is popping off, and it is Antique Samurai who get a couple downs there onto... Onto Broken W, but it looks like Sham Ellers are going to fall out as well from Illusion. We're able to take out all the squad in one fell swoop right outside of Pachinki here. But we're not going to dwell on that for too much longer because it looks like what's left of Broken W is coming to push back into this. Daddy Rob and Snowy could have an opportunity to take out Winter Melon here.
Yeah, Broken W, they want to get as many points as they can and as many kills as they can as well. Wintermelon got himself in a bit of an awkward position, wasn't quite ready to take the fight. Daddy Rob comes out, starts taking a couple of shots, so he needs to get back into cover, but he also needs to wait for his teammate. Where is Honey Honey? On a bike far north.
Honey actually rotating into what's left of Antique Samurai, hoping to cut them off, split their attention as Snowy comes to make the push here onto Winter Melon. There we go. We see Honey unfortunately is not going to win out that fight. Spotted and taken down by Deadly Aim as what's left of Antique Samurai continuing to push Winter Melon, who has just pulled away from this fight. Guns are out and realizing that it's just not safe anymore. Walking past those meds, what you want to aim for. Holding on this edge means you're just going to keep trying to fight to push in, but ooh, it's Rowdy. Found by Zumar, left behind from a teammate, and it's going to be stolen by General Lee as MHC boys are going to pick up that point here. Meanwhile, DJ the Shocker trying to drive away as his vehicle's now on fire, is going to get knocked out by Angelo Manharti, and Null losing another player as Funky Bananas falling out of his car, I think realizing he was on fire, tried to get out of it, but just struggled to maintain control. And what's left of them now, Beaver G and Milta, because Snow Axis is not leaving Winter Melon alone, not ready to take his eyes off this just yet. Winter Melon could still catch him off guard from behind, as we could see Winter Melon also has line of sight here on Snow Axis, but from this range, Antique Samurai, the rest of her teammates are not going to be able to help Snow out should he get knocked. Oof, Winter Melon very calm with this. Taking shots now towards Snowy, is going to find the knock, immediately pushing down, hoping to get this flush. He doesn't have to worry about him any longer, and there's still plenty of vehicles left behind that he can take to get in the zone, and that is exactly what Winter Melon is going to do, but not before going to Snowy first. We can see he only has 1 first aid and no helmets. And any gear that he can take off of him would be beneficial as well. But let's take another look back at the zone into the center. We've got more rotations, and it is actually going to be this crash here from Tallyho that is going to put them a little too close for comfort here onto SQS Gaming.
Tallyho trying their best to do the rotate, but SQS are not letting it happen or trying to at least stop him as much as possible. Escaped fate, 14 HP. Zelander's down from B4G from Nullify as well. They are in an awkward position, Tallyho.
Yeah, I mean, there's still good coverage here, but with all of this, really going to have to make this push onto SQS, who Texas Tonga finding escape to fate. He could not escape his, as he is going to get flushed out here by Texan Tonga, and only Oregonian Stoner left behind yet again here for Tallyho, as SQS picks up some much-needed points, presently in 9th place. So they try to push their way into that top 8 and continue on next week through the next round of the qualifiers.
Looking slightly further up from SQS, so Elusive crashing on to the one eye open and where they are as well. There's so many people going on, but Jay all day ends up going down to Flax with Dragon Academy, who are coming up from the north. Fizzle to get taken out by Angelo. That has not gone well at all for Elusive, who decided to push this compound. But it's not all over one eye open yet. They have one eye open right onto Dragon Academy, who are pushing in from the north side. Flax trying to get a couple of hits. Not quite able to just yet, but you never know.
Yeah, Dragon Academy picking up one, getting caught out on the edge of the zone. Oftentimes we've seen them go for the center circle, but there's no direct compounds in the center. In fact, the center of the zone is still going to be here between Dragons and One Eye Open as we go ahead and look. Angelo Maharti taking a push again. Potato was knocked already. This is where you want to be for the center of the zone.
Just very quickly on the north side, Ali Abbott and Faded having a bit of an issue with 6 feet under. Akers and Mark decided to come up. Infamous and Scaps goes down. Faded is down as well. Akers getting sprayed down by Jim. Actually, that was a brilliant nade from Mark as well.
Mark's last still standing is going to get Jim Premium down as well, mowing down as many players as he can. If he could just spot Aliaba 6 feet under, might be able to recover from this and get these reses off. He will find Aliaba and immediately running for their teammates to try to get the res. This is phase 3. There's an opportunity to heal, but they've got to be quick, going for Infamous first, Skax next, pop off the bandages first, go to the first aid, and these 3 players should still be able to get in the zone, unfortunately, though at the cost of Akers.
But that's fine. 8 kills for them as well, so they are doing pretty good. They just need to get running, because this zone, it's hitting, it is moving, and it is going to start to hurt. As, look at this, just down south, Antique Samurai, Daddy Rob moving in towards the zone, trying to bump into anything that they can, but Illusion is here, as well as Tallyho, and it's a bit of an awkward position for them, but they managed to take out Savage from Tilt Town.
Deadly aim, trying onto Walking Luke. As Free Me Please coming in for the neck from the Daddy Rob goes down as well. They had no idea this push came in from the east, but somehow Walking Luke was able to survive the Molotov, only to fall to Free Me Please in the end, and Antique Samurai going out in 12th place.
Antique Samurai.
From the rest of heavy hitters, trying to scout out where the next place to go is, looking for some safety. I think might have spotted out what's left of Tilt Town, and Winter Melon dying to the blue zone. Just outside as well. Coming up right behind them as well, we've got multiple teams all rotating into the same compounds here. Null is going to find Claimed, realizing now that we've got to look to the south. We've got multiple teams pushing in. Is a possibility here for Beaver G. Nade is out. Can he take out Texas Tonga? As that first nade goes out, it's going to bounce short, and there's going to be no one there to take the damage, but that's going to alert to SQS that somebody's behind them as well.
It is quite bizarre. Tilt Town probably thanking their lucky stars that heavy hitters decided to go somewhere else. Zumar's down. Angelo is down as well. Who's left? Doobie and JF. They're still quite far away, and actually Doobie is a bit busy with someone else. Null, for heavy hitters, he's still back down with Tilt Town, but SKS is still around there as well, and it's getting a bit busy for one man.
Yeah, it looks like DJ the Shocker, the only one still up now, as Beaver G has fallen down. DJ trying to take out a boohoo for you, but it is going to be Null that picks up both of those kills. 2 more points for heavy hitters, and not taking a break, immediately taking shots towards SQS, hoping to get at least 1 more knock, as now he needs to focus on getting into the zone. That means still getting past Tilt Town, but look how busy we are off to the west. Ruby's trying to get some spray here onto SQS, but it's actually going to be Illusion that picks it off from the center of the zone. SQS
Yantung somehow blowing up his own vehicle. But Isoflex and Ranger taking them both out. SQS, yep, they go out in 9th place. Illusion again, causing problems for everybody.
Yeah, as Rubies and Noel now need to close the gap. It looks like Noel has been spotted out by Tilt, and Islo is actually very low, spotted out. Noel down to 22 HP. He is going to fall to LOL Stress, who will pick that up. And all that's left now is Rubies, and she is still chunking from inside. The blue is going to tank now. This is phase 5, and heavy hitters might not have accomplished what they needed to stay ahead of Tilt Town on this fight for the play zone. It is going to be close between all of these teams, but with SQS going out before both of these, that might be the save that they needed to stay in the top 8.
Yeah, looks like Ruby, she's just going to keep first aiding, try and get in towards the zone now as well. Wasn't quite sure where Tilt Town was, so it was taking their time trying to hear out where people were. Islo does get revived though for Tilt Town, so they are still at 2. But Ruby's the only person left standing for heavy hitters.
Meanwhile, T-Sock has some company back in the...
Really want to go pushing too much because it could go wrong. It has gone wrong for MHC before. But T-Sock, the only one standing, he's the only one that needs to get these kills.
Ooh,
nade goes over to General Lee, and that is a perfect nade.
Oh, just what he needed to knock down General. Can he get the flush? Just too afraid to overextend yet. Lifespan is still up at that Molly lane.
I think Ruby's
might have
knows it
spotted
as well.
him as well. Ruby's has a 6x on an M4. This is an insane thing that she's able to pull off with these really crazy high scope AR sprays. If she can get close to Orgo and Stuner without being spotted, could pull this off. But as we saw again with Orgo and Stuner, kind of struggling to get up the hill face as well. But both of these players, I still think, unaware of the fact that Doobie is here.
Yeah, Oregonian Soda has heard Ruby's, waiting as Ruby's comes around the corner. Heard the footsteps, heard Ruby's fall down as well. And as soon as she comes around that corner, I say that as he turns around, looks in the opposite direction. Ruby's peeks it, gets the kill. Tally-ho go down, and Ruby's 7 kills for heavy hitters.
But already shots back in this direction against T-Sock and Lifespan, aware of the fact it's here. Lifespan actually making that push onto T-Sock, which could open him up from behind to both Rubies. And Tilted now having to split their attention. If they're going to land right on top of Rubies as they come down, Rubies might be aware for it. Looks like she spotted them. Missed that first opportunity to take the shot here.
Ruby's just going to keep on going forward, see if we get kills. On fire for Tilt Town. There's Oslo, not able to get it. Not able to get onto Lol Stress either. Kind of panics a bit. Lifespan coming in to help a tiny bit now as well. With the Bison. Lol Stress on 1 HP as Rubies gets found by Marked as well. 6 feet under, right above him. Skak's trying to find out where Rubies is. Lol Stress in a little sticky situation, managing to get a first aid down, but Marked right above Rubies. Has been spotted by Lol Stress as well.
Marked able to get back down. Should see Rubies here right around the second, spotting her, takes her out. That's it for heavy hitters, out in 6, but Lol Stress is still close by. That's going to be a little bit confusing for 6 feet under. Realize that there's another team here. Lol Stress is actually able to take out Skax, who I think might have just let his guard down, but Marked is ready and waiting for it. But T-Sock and Lifespan have the opportunity to help and steal this as well as the blue zone starts to overtake Marked. They're actually both going to fall out here. Lol Stress getting taken out by Marked, but not before Marked falls to T-Sock as well. And just in a blink of an eye, we've got
Med up. Lifespan hearing it, throwing a couple of nades to see if he can hit anything, but he doesn't really have entire information on where people are. He's just sneaking around, taking his time, and it's coming up right behind. Free me, please.
I think Free Me Please realizing as well how close he is to the other person. Hopefully by now they've all realized it's a 1v1v1. Free Me Please trying to lay into T-Sock, but he's just missing all these damage. He can't seem to hit any bullets, but Lifespan is going to come up from behind him with the Bison. Take him out. It is a 1v1 now. MHC, can they get a chicken here? Stealing it from Elusive and T-Sock, who's got the center of the zone. Just 1 minute left until this closes entirely. Oh, spotting T-Sock. I think he knows where he is now. Free fire there, getting a headshot onto C-Sock. He's down low, but so is Lifespan at 28 HP. But it's going to be T-Sock with that final hit. And Elusive winning game number 6 with 5 kills, ending out the lobby here for